So we turn now to the strange tale of an American tech mogul at the center of an international murder mystery. A man whose name is synonymous with security, John McAfee. He built a fortune creating the antivirus software that protects millions of computers around the world. But now he's being chased by police across a tiny country in Central America. And ABC's Matt Gutman reports from Belize.
John McAfee, a software savant whose name was synonymous with security, is now becoming synonymous with drugs, paranoia, and the mysterious murder of McAfee's neighbor, Greg Fall, overnight Saturday here in Belize. And tonight, 48 hours after his neighbor Fall was shot point blank in the back of the head, McAfee is on the run, telling Wired magazine he's drastically changed his appearance.
I have had an adventure from hell, I want to tell you that right now, sir. Lying in the bottom of cabs, boats, you name it.
Police tell ABC News the 67-year-old is a person of interest and is now being hunted by police, even American officials still investigating the scene of the crime.
When the police arrived at his property, he saw them coming and he hid. He, in fact, says that he dug himself into the sand and put a cardboard box over his head. But he's convinced that if the police catch him, the police will kill him.
The island of Ambergris Key, a strip of palm-shaded sand in the Emerald Caribbean, accessible by tiny puddle jumpers, so intimate everybody knows everybody. We traveled to McAfee's beachfront compound.
Hello? Anybody home?
Where we found his guard.
Have you heard from Mr. McAfee?
No.
No.
Not even nothing.
You think he's okay?
I guess so.
As Nightline learned, Fall was an American also living just down the beach from McAfee. Shane McCann was one of the first on the scene.
He had a gunshot wound at the back of his head, and he was laying face up.
Fall had lived here for years, a place where Americans come to find quiet and anonymity. But according to realtor John Turney, McAfee stood out.
He said that he's paranoid. And I wonder if you've ever seen any evidence of that.
Certainly. I mean, any of us who live here on the island notice that when he's moving about town, he's not alone. He's got his security personnel, his security guards with him.
They were armed with shotguns. McAfee even seemed to advertise his zeal for security. But it could be this photo, snapped for a feature about John McAfee in an upcoming edition of Wired, which tells the story of a genius whose paranoia may be eating away at his sanity.
I hid for almost 18 hours. I have buried myself in sand. I have slept on roofs. I will do whatever it takes.
During the recession, McAfee lost nearly $100 million, but enough was left to buy this compound. McAfee tells Wired he believes the country of Belize is out to get him.
That they don't like him, that they either want him to leave the country or they want him dead.
McAfee told Wired police poisoned his dogs and that they killed his neighbor, insisting he had nothing to do with Fall's death.
He's dead, yeah, they killed him. So it spooked me out when I heard that. I thought, oh my God, they were coming for me, they mistook him for me, they got the wrong house.
But police and Fall's family tell ABC News a different story. They say McAfee had become unhinged, even violent. Something Gizmodo reporter Jeff Wise had witnessed firsthand recently. He traveled to Belize in 2010 to interview McAfee and filmed this footage while there.
I started to realize that the public persona of McAfee was very different from the private persona. He went through a period of using a drug that was not only hallucinogenic, but would cause psychosis.
Wise says McAfee even bragged about his fondness for the controversial but not illegal drug called bath salts on a drug-focused message board, calling it super perv power. ABC News has not been able to verify that post. But McAfee kept running afoul of police.
I seriously entertained doubts as to whether I was going to get out of his house alive.
It's a bizarre downfall for a man who was one of high-tech's early pioneers and a self-made millionaire.
It's been reported you were worth about $100 million.
It may have been true.
One way but $1 million, one way but $1 million, a lot.
Nightline profiled him as he auctioned off his possessions in 2009 before moving to Belize, where he thought he sought the more simple life, free of material possessions. National Security Minister spokesman Rafael Martinez says police now wonder about his sanity.
I do not know the reason why he should be, well, not coming forward to speak with the police. I mean, not coming forward knowing that you are wanted for questioning. I mean, it begs the question exactly your state of mind, of course.
According to Davis, who continues to be in phone communication with McAfee, McAfee remains on the move, but is committed to staying in his beloved Belize.
He thinks it's a wonderful place. It's the most beautiful place on the planet. Why would he want to leave?
He leaves behind a community reeling and is still fearful with McAfee on the lam.
Were you guys scared?
Yeah. This is Isla Bonita, man. This is paradise. You know, things like this don't happen down here.
I'm Matt Gutman for Nightline in San Pedro, Belize.